Hi guys! Okay, so today I am going to be doing a Taylor Swift AMC Awards makeup tutorial. I thought personally that hers was the makeup that stood out the most to me. I definitely thought it was different and tutorial worthy. So basically, I will zoom in on my makeup. For her eyes, she definitely matched to her outfit. Her outfit was more of a metallic, jeweled type dress. So she had the bronze with the gray and some champagne, super pretty. And since today is the day after the awards, I only could find pictures with her eyes open. So I'm not 100% sure if it's, to me it looked like a metallic-y bronze copper. But I could be wrong because I haven't seen any pictures yet with her eyes closed. So I just tried to do the best with what I could kind of see and what I could tell. But yeah, it's definitely very smoky with the grays. She didn't go too harsh. The only harsh part is the black liner. But then she did a more darkened peach cheek with a pinky nude peach lip. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys how to get this look from start to finish, face, eyes, and lips. And I'm gonna forewarn you, I'm going to go get my nails done after this video, so I am going to be missing 2 nails throughout this video. So if anyone is going to comment about it, I'm gonna be going to get my nails done after I film this. So yeah, anyway, let's get right into the tutorial. Okay, so as of right now, I have absolutely no makeup on, so I'm going to start by priming my face. So I'm going to be using a little sample of Benefit's Professional. Now, as usual, Taylor has super flawless skin, so are going to try to get the same effect. And I noticed in the picture that she does have kind of full coverage on. You can't really see any of her skin peeking out through her foundation. Okay, so now my face is primed. Now I'm going to prime my eyes, and I'm going to use Benefit's Lemonade. And this is my absolute favorite eye concealer. As you can see right now, I have a little bit of a brownish tone to my eyes, but this totally wipes that out. Now, she has a pretty strong highlight right under the eye area, so I'm going to actually be taking my Crystal Scents Camouflage palette, which is a concealer palette that has a bunch of different colors in it. And I'm going to be taking the lightest one in the palette and my Sigma P84 brush, and I'm going to apply a pretty generous amount under my eye area. So you kind of want to make that triangle under your eye. And since I still have to apply my foundation, I don't want it to look cakey, so I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to just blend this all in. And using this will also help get that flawless effect that she has. Okay. And then I'm just going to do the same thing to the other eye. And I'm also going to take a little bit down the bridge of my nose, because her nose is also generously highlighted. So in between the eyebrows to the tip of my nose. Take my beauty blender. Blend that in. Okay. Now on to the foundation. So like I said, she has a pretty full coverage foundation it looks like on. So I'm going to use my Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Full Coverage Foundation. And my color is fair. We need about that much. And I'm just going to apply it with my beauty blender. So foundation is all done, so now I'm going to apply my concealer, and I'm going to be using the CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless Concealer in 205. And the reason I'm using this one is because it does have a moisturizer to it, and since we already put concealer on and then we put foundation on, this is just going to add a little bit of moisture back into my under eye area. And then I'm also going to take a little bit of this just around my nose area. Alright, so now I'm going to set everything. So I'm going to be using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light Plus. And I'm going to be using a little puff. I find that using one of this, or one of these, sorry, it makes everything stay in place, whereas a brush can sometimes move your concealer or foundation around. And I mainly only put powder in my T-zone, so this just makes sure that it definitely is matte and it'll just last longer, I think. So just going to apply this under my eyes to set my under eye concealer. My forehead, down my nose, and then to the side of my nose, and then my chin. Right, so it looks like that. Now on to cheeks. So like I said, she looks mainly highlighted, but she does seem to have a little bit of blush on and a contoured nose. Doesn't really look like she has any bronzer on her face really. So what I'm going to do is use my MAC blush in Melba, which is a super pretty color. It's more of a darkened peachy color. And I'm just going to be using my Real Techniques buffing brush. I found with this color you have to apply it lightly, otherwise if you like go and swirl it in, it looks like awful. You applied definitely way too much. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this to the apples of my cheek. is the blush. Now she does have a contour nose, so I'm just going to use my Hoola by Benefit bronzer, which is a matte bronzer, and just a little buffing brush. Right, now so for highlight. So she has more of a whitish type highlight. It's not really like a skin toned or a pink type highlight. So I'm going to be using my High Beam highlighter, and this one is liquid. So I'm just going to place a few dots on my upper cheeks and then on my nose. So it looks like that. And then I'm just going to take my finger and blend that in. Okay, so now that my face makeup is all done, I'm going to set it with my MAC Fix Plus before I go into the eyes. And this will, by setting it in between, it's also going to help if your face looks cakey at all for any reason. It will kind of make it look more fresh and dewy again. So that is the finished face makeup, so let's move on to eyes.